Hello guys, welcome back to AS Learning. So in this video we will cover the interview experience with company Mindtree. So total experience required was around 3 to 4 years and salary offered was around 11 to 12 LPA. So let's start. First question was based on the Spring Boot. So question is what does the @Spring Boot application annotation do internally? So this annotation consists of three internal annotation, that is configuration, enable auto configuration and component scan. So just tell him about a one liner for each of the annotation. Next question was on the Spring Boot, how to disable a specific auto configuration class. So we can directly include a exclude keyword and we can write as exclude equal to class name, which whatever class or whichever class we have to exclude from auto configuration. So in this way we can achieve this. Next question is why character array is preferred over string to store confidential information. So if we consider for string, so once we use the string for storing confidential information, even after its usage, it resides in the string pool for very long period of time. So during this time, attacker or whoever has access to thread dump or like memory dump, then he can easily access and leak the confidential information. So instead of that we can use character array, and once we are over with our like function or the operation, then we can assign null to character array object. So in this way we can prevent the space store save the storage space, and ultimately preventing the hacker to leak the data. So that's why we should use character array instead of string to store confidential information such as password and all. Next is, can we call constructor of class inside other constructor? So yes, you can achieve this by first you have to write default constructor and one parameter, and then you have to write one parameter constructor. Now from default constructor you can just simply write this and pass some parameter which is acceptable by parameter as constructor. So in this way you can call one constructor from another, and this mechanism is called as constructor chaining. Next is, can we have static method with same name in both parent and child class? As you know, static method cannot be overridden. So answer to this question, some of you maybe think that it is not allowed, but the answer is yes, it is allowed, and this is not method overriding, this is called as method hiding. So this can be achieved. Next is hash set versus tree set. So this question we have already covered in our Accenture interview experience video, so you can watch that. And we have already covered interview experience with Accenture, Cognizant, Infosys, Capgemini till now, so you can also refer that. I will provide the link in description. Next is the question based on Java 8 Stream API, that is find third highest salary using Java 8 Stream API feature. So this video we have this concept we have already covered in our Java interview question playlist. The link is given in description, so just go through it once. Next is how to handle exception in Spring Boot. So we can use @controller advice to mark the class as controller advice, and we can use @exception handler on each and every method, and we can give some proper like implementation with some status code and error message. So in this way we can achieve this. Main annotations which can be used are @exception handler and @controller advice. Next was, what is yield method? So this was based on multi-threading. Yield method is used when we have we have functionality that the one thread should give chance to other thread which is having same or higher priority than it. So in this case in that case we can use yield method on thread object. Next was explain Hibernate entity lifecycle. So whenever we have new object, then it comes first under transient, then whenever we write or we implement save, we call save update method, then it goes into persistent state, and if we remove, clear or evict, then it goes in detached state. and if we want to move from detached to persistent again, then we can use merge method. So these are the entity lifecycle for in Hibernate. Next is, what is the difference between evict and clear? So both are used to remove or detach the object from the session, but a clear detach all of the objects present in and move it to detached state, but evict works on single or specified object only, not all. Next is write lambda expression for functional interface which is having two abstract method. So this is not possible. Basically this was just to test whether you have any idea or perfect idea for functional interface and lambda expression or not. So this is not possible because functional interface contains only one and one abstract method. Next, the question was is based on exception handling. So consider we have catch exception and catch arithmetic exception. Then which should be written first, or what should be the order? So in this case, we should always write arithmetic exception or any other exception before parent exception class, because if we write catch exception and then catch arithmetic exception, then we will get the compile time error that code is not reachable. So just note this one. Next is based on the SQL query. So SQL query to add a delimiter between record values. So suppose if you have phone number and if you have to add delimiter as hyphen between some 3 to 4 numbers, every 3 to 4 numbers, then how will you write SQL query for that? So don't worry, this question we have already covered in our SQL interview question playlist, so you can refer that. So these were all the questions which were asked in this Mindtree interview questions, Mindtree interview. So I hope this will be helpful for you, and so keep watching and do watch our other videos on Java interview question playlist, SQL interview question playlist. Then we have Spring Boot, CRUD example and other interview experience also. So that's it from this video. Have a nice day.